Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And what you're seeing on screen is a screenshot of the permit log for El Paso, Texas. And I can tell you guys right now, there's several pages. I just took a screenshot of one, but there's several pages of just Verizon. They're about to go on a big major push to finish out this year. And it's a lot of sites. Well, not a lot, but it's sites that still need C-band. Right, so they're going to finish that out, and I think by the end of the year, 99% of sites will have C-band going by the permit log that don't have it today. Now, what you will also see, you will see small cells on this permit. Now, what are those small cells? Are those new small cells? Are those small cells being upgraded? So what's happening on those small cells, they're removing millimeter wave and they're adding C-band. They've done this to several now, and they're continuing to do that and scale it. Does that mean all millimeter wave will be removed? Likely not. I think they still, from what I was told, I still think they keep a small percentage. But the majority of cells, the small cells, majority of them will have C-band. And from what I've noticed too, a lot of these poles, these support poles that are up here in the city, there is no spacing issue. They can house both. I think they're just doing it cost effective, cost structure, whatever you want to call it. And I've said this before, right? You can currently, where the millimeter wave is deployed on the small cells, you can pick it up within a certain range, right? But if you go to the end of that street, you can no longer pick up the millimeter wave. Now, on the few that I've tested when I was doing the free trial, you can get a gig at the end of the street using the C-band and the range, and it'll reach. So I think that's a big important part to this for Verizon. They want the cell, the small cell, to be more to have more connections, because that's simply better, right? If the more mobile devices you can connect to that small cell, the better it is, right? And you might be able to get additional FWA users that way too, right? I still think millimeter wave has its place, but I just think personally, I think Verizon scaled it too much here. And I think probably in other places too, right? So they're probably going to reduce that footprint quite significantly. Stadiums, venues, concerts, state fairs, fine. Use it there. I think it works there. But to scale it the way they did here, from what I've seen, it really didn't make sense, right? So now a lot of that is coming down. A lot of it is being upgraded with C-band, and the millimeter wave is being completely removed, right? I don't know if that's happening on a nationwide basis. Chime in if you've seen some of your permits and you see millimeter wave being removed. But that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing it. They scaled millimeter wave quite a bit here. I'll be very honest. It was on a lot of small cells, a lot. And now they're going back to those small cells and they're being upgraded with C-band. And then, of course, there's a big push coming for the C-band on the tower sites that don't have it today. And then also, one other thing, massive MIMO panels are being added, a bit smaller at scale, but they're being added on Verizon sites now too for PCS. I mean, for AWS, because they don't have PCS here. So that's what I've seen in the permits. T-Mobile has added some of those too. I think it's the Air 3246 or something like that. That's what Verizon is now starting to add for AWS, because they don't have PCS at all in this market. So I guess they're trying to give AWS as much capacity as possible, because that's, it's the same massive MIMO that they're using on C-band, and that can hold more connections, and it's more efficient all across the board. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're seeing in your market. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.